Do you ever wonder what is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number? The traditional beliefs, customs, and stories of a community. A community not part of the mainstream, unconventional, peripheral, or extreme. Part of an anthology, a published collection of poems or other pieces of writing. This is Esoteric Lore. I'm your host, Edward Aponte, where I push you to ponder the fringes of folklore. Once a year, the world of the Purge opens its dark heart. 12 hours when all crime, even murder, is legal. The idea? Cleanse society through chaos, release the beast within, and start anew. But what if that annual purge was never meant to be about blood? What if the true purge we've always needed was of things, of consumption, distraction, excess? Why did humanity choose murder over minimalism? Hi, I'm your host, Edward Aponte, and you're listening to Esoteric Lore. On today's episode, we're going to explore how society and the purge mirrors our collective refusal to declutter our lives instead of destroying them. Let's begin with the psychology of the purge. When the purge was released, many saw it as a horror film, but hidden beneath the blood was a metaphor. A society drowning in repressed emotion, economic disparity, and moral fatigue finally erupting. In real life, we have the same buildup, but instead of facing our emptiness, we medicate it with stuff, with debt, dopamine, and digital noise. We hoard because we fear the void. And that fear, left unexamined, eventually turns violent. The purge is what happens when minimalism fails, when we refuse to clean our rooms, our minds, our collective soul. Imagine instead of a purge night, we had empty day. One day each year when everyone gives up one possession they don't need. No weapons, no vengeance, just release. We could cleanse our greed instead of our neighbors, our storage units instead of our streets. Minimalism isn't just aesthetics, it's moral hygiene. It's how civilizations reset without collapsing. The monks of Tibet, the Stoics of Rome, the Zen masters of Japan, they all practiced a version of voluntary simplicity as social purification. They knew that the more you own, the more you're owned. So why do we keep choosing violence, even symbolically, over simplicity? Because chaos feels alive. In destruction, there is adrenaline. In creation, there's patience. and modern culture worships adrenaline speed. Minimalism, by contrast, demands a long, silent reckoning. To face the closet, the clutter, the unprocessed grief. It's a confrontation without spectacle. But if you strip away everything, the noise, the screens, the excess, you meet the one person you've avoided, yourself. That's scarier than any purge mask. In ancient traditions, purge meant purification, not punishment. Shikendo monks climbed mountains to burn away attachments. Yogis fasted to reset their prana. Native rituals used sweat lodges to expel emotional toxins. Every culture understood this. You can't evolve until you let go. The modern world misrepresented this sacred process, turning inner alchemy into outward annihilation. We externalize the shadow instead of integrating it. The true purge isn't the killing of others, it's the surrender of illusion. So here's the challenge. What if every act of consumption required a ritual of release? Buy one thing, donate one. Acquire, atone. Consume, contribute. This is the philosophy of purification, not punishment. A society that learns to shed without shedding blood. Because the alternative is already written in the purge. If we don't learn to cleanse consciously, we will cleanse violently. The next time you feel that pulse of restlessness, that urge to scroll, to shop, to strike, pause. Ask yourself, am I purging my pain or projecting it? The minimalist doesn't run from the monster. He tidies the mind until the monster dissolves. The future of civilization may depend not on how much we kill, but how much we're willing to let go. You've been listening to Esoteric Lore, where ancient insights meets modern shadow. Until next time, may your purge be pure and your space sacred. As always, I leave you with a poem, The Purge That Never Was. We built a city on cluttered dreams, stacked towers of things we didn't need, and called it progress, as if the soul could breathe through plastic. We hung our pain on walls, stored our fears in closets, fed our hunger with noise, and forgot the quiet art of enough. So came the myth that blood could cleanse, that chaos could cure, that violence could reset what greed had rotted. But the monks once whispered otherwise. To purge is not to kill. It is to clear the altar, to empty the bowl, to sweep the dust of self from the corners of being. The true revolution is not of bullets, but of breath, to inhale what remains human and exhale what never was real. Because the world doesn't need another night of screams, it needs a morning of release. So let us not purge people, but possessions. Not lives, but lies. Not hearts, but habits. For when the last object falls from our grasp and we stand unclothed before our truth, we'll see it. The stillness behind the noise. The life that was always waiting beneath the clutter we mistook for ourselves. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.